So we got some new harps in the mail here. We got some Romanov. It was at the last festival I played Romanov Bill Goring tribute. Really liked it, so I've been on a mission to track down Romanov. I got some Romanov here, and we're gonna unbox these. Let's see what they're got. Harps, got cases. I think 9 or 10 harps in here. Let's check this out. Now, there we are. Tight there. Okay. Got a big knife. Also got a little knife. And some scissors maybe somewhere. Let's see if this box defeats me. I've been almost defeated in the past by boxes. Let's see if my violent unboxing style works. Best thing for a good sharp knife is to be sawn through cardboard. So I love some new harps. So let's get these laid out and see what happens here. They're packaged in paper. I don't know if the harps and cases are packaged differently. I don't even remember how many I got. I might have gotten 12 of them. I don't know. When I order harps, I go into a frenzy. Orders become bigger and bigger. What do we got here? Okay, got some Russian newspaper and a bag from a Russian store. Cool. All right, let's get this. Let's see what we have in here. This is interesting. This is a large necklace case of some sort. What do we have going on here? There's not a harp in here, but it appears to be a case meant for a harp. That's interesting. I don't even know how it works. Let's keep this moving. Maybe I'll be able to figure that thing out later. Let's switch over to the utility knife. Had a pair of scissors somewhere. Let me grab my small scissors. I think would be advisable. We have small scissors, we have large scissors. I do not want to cut into these cases because from the pictures Romanov sent me, the cases look very beautiful. And also, his packaging style is difficult to get open, I would say. Oh my. Let's look at that. Oh, what is going on here? I like the look of it already. Oh my. That's got a good fit and finish. That is, I can't remember the name of this. I probably should have looked him up. That is a 3-mount. That's a screwed 3-mount. Got three screws holding it on a 3-mount. I believe Burtsev invented the 3-mount, but this is a little bit different as it's screwed. I see a loop trigger. Interesting front there. We're flattened on the front, but still beveled inward, and then a full bevel on the back. Let's get an ear on this. Let's come back up here. Very large harp. My gaps are pretty tight. Kind of reminds me of some of the Yakut Homuses I played. We have a note on the back, A1 sharp. Seems to need some precision during the play. Get this one oiled, we'll move on to the next one. And on the side of it says Borovoy. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly. That might be one I might keep and play around with. Very interesting style. God, let's keep this unboxing moving. We're already 5 minutes in. Oh my. Set you off to the side, my friend. Let's try another one of these here. See if I got the skills. Is my mic on? Cool. It would be such a shame to unbox all these beautiful harps without a mic on. We'll come back. Down here, you get a look at the beer. It's a bear deer. My wife got this shirt for me. I quite enjoy it. With the leather straps, I'm almost reluctant to cut into this. I'll cut very shallow. That's why it comes in handy for unboxing the tiny pair of scissors. We have is this the same style of case? Orovoy. Same harp inside here, I'm betting, unless they're all the same style of case. Really unique looking. Don't know what it means. How do I get you to open? That one is not. There it is. We have one in G. I'm betting this is low G. We had one in A1 sharp. We have one in low G. These are quite cold. You can see my fingerprints are condensing moisture on them. Ooh, I like that. I like that. See where it goes. See where it takes us. The gaps are so super tight. A lot of sustain. A good deal of saturation. Pretty deep bassy harp. The reed has an interesting consistency to it. I don't know, because it's a lot different of a reed shape than I'm used to. We have 3 mounting positions, then it's really, really big at the back, and then it tapers and becomes reed thickness right down here in the embouchure area. If I'm using the term embouchure correctly, maybe. I don't know. I believe these are stainless. I'll have to ask him. I'll message him tonight, but I did like that G1. Get that. There we go. Case functions well now. Let's try something different. Let's try something smaller. I want to get into the Bill Goring tribute. I played it at the festival. I really, really liked it. The paper and tape wrapping is a little bit more difficult to unravel than a lot of other packaging styles. But from the last 2 cases, it seems like it paid off. The cases were well protected. This little one. Similar style of case. I'm betting this will be the Bill Goring. Yep, you see a BG on the side for Bill Goring. It's a tribute. It wasn't made by Bill Goring. It's a tribute to Bill Goring. Man, that's a high level of polish on that. I'm seeing there's a BG on the back. 2 mounting screws, single thickness reed or single mount, larger at the back, tapering, and getting reed thickness at the front. We'll try to warm these up because they are quite cold. The trigger, not at a 90, just slightly out. I've seen a few Homas like that before, and Bill Goring's harp. These are a tribute. They're not an actual harp made by Bill Goring. Where is my Bill Goring? Oh, here it is. Bill Goring's design did have a reed. This is Blue Dolphin. Does have a reed or the trigger that's out a little way. Let's get a feel on this. D sharp, it says. So we're getting out of the bass harp. That's interesting. That has a draw start to it, just a tad. Much, much different than a Bill Goring harp feels like. Very draw startable. I wouldn't call that melodic just because of the draw start. Kind of corrupts the tone a little bit. Let's get this oiled up. Let's keep this moving. We're at 11 some odd minutes. A lot of harps in this unboxing. Cases, I would say they function well. Yep. If you put the reed in first, they function well. Let's try another one. Betting there's some with a joker or jester on the front. One that has been requested actually a lot by people. Called, I believe it's Poor Europe, he called it. See if I can start it here and peel it like a banana. Maybe that would be smart. Unwrap the larger end first. There we go. There's a bead of some sort that broke off there. Yeah, this one says Poor Yorick on the side. Quite a large case. Got a lot of requests for this, and I haven't ever actually played one. Yeah, Poor Yorick. Large case. For a large harp. Yeah, it's a fairly heavy harp. A lot of mass at the back. You see it's a jester with a skull on it. Imagining these are laser cut, but quite a bit different. Well, I wouldn't say quite a bit different, but different frame shapes, different reed shapes than Glazerins are. You have a bridge at the back. This is an F. Ooh. I like that. Pretty loud, pretty piercing. The reed on it has a pretty normal taper. Pretty different than the other harps that we just unboxed, where it's really wide, then it slims down right at the embouchure. Pretty outer spacey, some melodic bits to it. But still saturated and loud. So I wouldn't call it a melodic instrument, but it has some melodic bits to it or some melodic capabilities. I don't know how the musicians word it. I'm not sure, but yeah, I like that harp. Very, very massive feeling harp, especially at the back of it. Large frame. Okay, let's put this back where it goes to live. Another one. Oh, and it's another York. Come on, you behemoth, get off there. Well, this one, oh, they both have it on it. I've noticed there's an instrument on the front of there. When I was ordering it, he said, "You know the story of poor Yorick?" And I'm like, I do not. I think it might be Shakespeare. I'm not sure what the story of poor Yorick is, but we see some type of stringed instrument on the front. That same TMRAMAF that I've noticed on all of them, and poor Yorick. Another one in F. I wonder if there's a reason that he does them in F. I'm not sure. High level polish. Ooh, that one's even cleaner than the last one. Let's take this out for a spin. Ooh, that has a good bow ring to it. Let's give a listen. That is my favorite of anything I've played thus far, but F2 is a note that I like a lot. It's kind of mid-rangey, but it's getting on up into the higher notes. And all the musicians out there are going to be like, "You don't know what you're talking about." You're correct. I don't know if mid-rangey is a musical term or not, but that's what I call it, mid-rangey. It's like, I consider like the mid-range like D and E, and at the bottom of the mid-range you have C. But what am I saying? I lost what I was saying. So harps that are a little bit below that or a little bit above that, I call them mid-rangey. Let's try this case. I like you, harp. We'll go back over there. Oh, boxes. What is this thing? What are you? What are you, little box? I don't know what you mean. I really like that F2 I just unboxed. I really want to keep it, but I know that somebody's going to just watch this unboxing and be like, "I want that harp." And I have so many harps, I'd probably let them have it. It's quite wonderful. What is in here? What are you? I don't know what you are. I don't think there's a harp in here. Oh, wow. What are you? I don't know what the writing on it means. I have a translator app on my phone, but I don't know what the writing means. I can't take a picture and translate. So if anyone is Russian out there, comment below. Tell me what this says. I see 1221 on there, and then some markings. Anyways, That's going to get probably hung up in the background here. Thank you, Romanov. That's very cool. I like gifts. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 harps left. Man, I ordered way more harps than I thought. Makes you think, like, what does this thing go to? What's in there? I'm gonna have to look later. We'll have to keep this unboxing. We're at 20 minutes. This is gonna be a long unboxing. That's why I'm glad I didn't do a 2-camera unboxing. Because it just gets to be too much work to edit together a video when I could just shoot one-shot video and just be done with it. When I do 2 cameras, the camera up top looking down, it turns into a like a 3-hour, 4-hour venture into editing it. And that interferes with me putting out more videos. So simpler unboxings lead to more videos. Here we have another Bill Goring. There we go. I'm betting. Yeah, little guy. I bet this is an A2. No draw start on that one. I would say this is definitely an inward player. Outward. Nope, inward. Quite a bit different than the couple Bill Goring I've played. I haven't played a lot of tuned Bill Goring harps. The one harp I have played, well, I played several of his Blue Dolphins, which are really low in tone, really growly. So I don't know what his higher tunings were like, so I don't know if I can compare this to a Goring, the Goring I have. The Goring harps I played before are very, I would say, growly and melodic. Let's just play a Goring, and not really high sensitivity. That's my Bill Goring Blue Dolphin, which I will never get rid of because I don't know if I'll ever be able to get another one. I spoke to Bill on the phone the end of last summer. Real cool dude. Put oil on that. Put them away. Yeah, we're at 23 minutes. I have a big Mohan unboxing to shoot after this, so for the sake of time, this isn't going to be a brief video. It's just not. It's hard to make a quick moving video and analyze the ins and outs of every harp. Back when I used to just shoot unboxings 1 or 2 harps at a time, before I owned a company that sold harps, what I would do is I would unbox harps and I'd give my first impressions, then I would play them 3 or 4 hours overnight, and the next day shoot like a second opinion on them with as many harps as in the unboxes I do now. That's really not an option. Let's get a sip of tea. Here we have, oh, what are you? What style was this? There might have been 4 styles. Okay. And I don't remember what it's called. This style, wipe that off, very highly polished. I don't know what it's representing, but it's very cool looking. Same trigger out at a slight angle. Screwed construction. Much softer reed feel. I like that. It looks like it's flat on the front, but it's actually not. There's actually a bevel on the front slightly. Not super loud as some of the other ones have been, but I really like that consistency. are an interesting feeling harp. When I initially picked it up, I thought it was going to be much stiffer, much more snappy. This is much more bassy and soft, and I would say velvety in feel. People are going to be like, you can't use the word velvety to describe your harp. Well, I make up words all the time. I think I used the term mid-rangey a short time ago. I like the cases. Cases are very interesting. Wondering how the cases were done in the ways that so many cases are cut by machine. I can't tell if these are machine cut. It has a very handmade look to it that I can't attest to. Oh, we have another one of these. It is not marked in any tuning. I believe this is an untuned instrument. Same type of deal here. What are you? Ooh. The heck are you? Not super loud. Very breathy. Really, really responsive to that deep open close I like to do. Do that a lot with some of the deeper harps. It sounded a clean bass. I do that a lot with Mohan bass. That open close, deep, really rhythmic, short cycled or stuttering breath. I don't know if these are actual terms. These are what I call the feeling of what I'm doing. Got 4 left. See, another one of those Yorick harps. Oh, this one has a different design as well. The other ones that were labeled Yorick had a musical instrument, a stringed instrument. This one has like a gestures representation, maybe? See, what are you? Another F. Like, Yorks are all in F, or at least these 3 are. Oh, I never noticed that. This skull to the inside, this one seems to rotate. Very interesting. Very loud, very piercing. Kind of like a hillbilly squelch thing going on. Really, really loud when I start feeding it percussives. When I go to that breathless play, that outer spacey play, it really... really outer spacey. It seems to really do that hillbilly open close whatever really comes out really nicely in that breathless play. The percussives feel really nice on it. A lot of snap behind that reed. It's just bam, bam, bam. See, we got 3 left. I would say the frames are probably cut by a laser. The boxes, I'm not sure how the boxes are made. You have this interesting mix of harp that looks like it's cut by a laser, or at least the frames are cut by a laser. I'm betting all the finishing and polishing is done by hand. Reeds are probably done by hand ground. And then the case looks like it's handmade. I'm not sure if it is. There we have, I think this is his 3-mounted pattern again. I probably should have looked up the names, but I didn't. G sharp. Yeah, we had A1, G1, G sharp. Very bassy, very, very long. These are getting better. Either that or I'm getting better at playing them. Yeah, I like that a lot. The other two of this style were clicky, or maybe I'm just getting better at playing them. I don't know. Play a lot of really stiff reeded harps. Sometimes that leads me to putting too much pressure up against the frame, which closes the frame on me. Yeah, G sharp. I like you. How do you go in there? There it is. Okay, we have 2 left. And then I don't know how I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna figure out what this thing is in here. There's something down inside there, and I'm not sure what it is. But we'll unbox these 2 harps, and I might just keep the camera rolling, see if I can figure out what that thing is. Making a mess in the harpery. We're 32 minutes already. We have a pile of harps and cases. Bet this is the last of the Bill Goring. A smaller case. Yeah, Bill Goring. E. E2. Very stiff, very snappy. Oh, this is gonna open up nicely. I'm just gonna play around on a bit. You got some snap to you. I think that was my favorite of the Goring. An interesting harp. Had a stiff reed, but a good sustain. But I play a lot of marching. I enjoy a good stiff reed. We've got 1 left. We have that interesting necklace case that I have to figure out how to get open. We'll just start opening it at the most random of places. Oh, I'm thankful I have these little teeny scissors. Without them, it would have been a daunting task getting these cut loose without cutting the boxes. Got my trusty trash can, which is now pretty much full from this. I believe this will be that last. A lot of outer spacey looking things on there. And that, I don't know what these if these symbols have any meaning or they just look cool. I'm not sure. Last of this style. I will have to look up the name. Oh yeah, it's bassy. I like it. I would say there's a lot of different feelings, a lot of different notes in here. The poor Yoriks all were in F2. All were loud. I don't know what else to say about these. These seem like very good harps. Some of them, the bigger harps, some of them were really touchy. I don't know if that's just because they're ice cold. It's been freezing cold here in Kansas. And I unboxed them very cold, played them, didn't allow them much time to warm up. But yeah, anyways, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. I love y'all. Keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. I'm